$400,000 houses jump up $100,000 between January and March last year. People were going nuts. People were doing anything they could. The people were sick of waiting, sick of the competition. They're going to do it at all costs and win. And those people were actually rewarded. All right, everybody, Jeremy Kane. Welcome to Why Invest Wednesday. All over the world, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Hope you guys are doing well. Change some things up. So let's get into this right away. Today, we're just going to talk about some things that I've been hearing a little bit. I know from experience, the market definitely is still in full swing here in Denver. I've heard of 200 showings and 35 offers. So we're kind of back to that springtime feel, but it's kind of that final rush before the holidays, and the holidays affect us all in the real estate market. Everyone obviously knows that there will be less inventory, and that's absolutely, true. A lot of people, kind of get their houses ready to go. They want them for the holidays because they have people over and things like that. Naturally, a lot of buyers just kind of say, I'm going to nestle up by the fire, stay warm for the winter and get back out there when it all comes back. So I'm here to tell you right now that absolutely there's less inventory. I'm not here to tell you that you're going to find a screaming deal here in our market, especially. I saw like 1985 active listings here in the metro area today. But yeah, absolutely. There's going to be less inventory. However, there will also in turn be less buyers in the market. And that competition right now is absolutely number one, what people are going up against. So, as we head into the Thanksgiving week here next week, maybe one more week, and then people are going to be distracted. There's going to be holiday parties, Thanksgiving parties, Hanukkah, there's going to be Christmas lights to look at all over. People are very distracted during this time. So with that said, a lot of buyers are like, okay, well, no one's going to list their house. That's absolutely not true. There will be some houses to look at in your wheelhouse, but also understand that you might only be going against 4 or 5 people in that instance. And the honest truth is, if you have a good realtor, you can definitely capitalize in this time as we are looking towards, 2022. People are setting goals. Maybe realtors are also busy, so that also contributes to less people in the market. But if we can strike now, you're going to know what the interest rates are. You're going to have the benefit of maybe less competition. But I'm telling you right now, the way I see things shaping up for the spring and, some little hints that I've seen here and there, interest rates will still be, okay come February, March. Don't quote me on that, but that's my prediction. I think that we are going to see a flood of people back in the market. And I'm a little worried about those people that were out there, grinding hard last year and said, hey, we're going to wait till this market slows down. Well, they're coming into the market now. What they're seeing is, what they could have afforded, 6 months ago or maybe last spring. They're like, okay, well, the market's less, we're ready to go. And then they're walking into places and they're like, holy cow, like this wasn't even something I would have looked at, last spring. And now that's at the top of their price point. So just know that the time is right. Like I said before, the time is right for you to strike when it's your time to strike. But absolutely right now is a key time not to pack it up for the holidays, not to hibernate and go into, the holiday spirit. Because if you're out there trying to buy a home, even if you're in, your lease is up maybe June, July, August, look at those contracts and see what it would cost you to break those leases. Because as we talk about all the time, a 1/4 point in interest rate, 1/2 point in interest rate, those things have a huge effect. But not to mention, keep in mind that we saw $400,000 houses jump up $100,000 between January and March last year. People were going nuts. People were doing anything they could. The people were sick of waiting, sick of the competition. They're going to do it at all costs and win. And those people were actually rewarded. Their home values continued to rise. They kind of set that level, and we kind of carried it through the rest of the year. as we got into July and August, people were like, okay, it kind of settled down a little bit. We were still going against a lot of offers, but no one was going 100,000 over. But I think that's calmed down. It's calm before the storm. Here we are. Now we're getting places with 30 offers. I don't care who you are. If you have 30 offers on a house, that's going to jump up the price point in any neighborhood as we go. But come next spring, it's like it's all going to be washed away. The appraisers are going to have short memories, and people are just going to go put it all in, because those people, especially that waited and maybe saved money, even though we've talked about how hard that is to save money and be in a better position to buy, they're now going to be out there like, we're not going to lose this time. We're not going to give our landlord $20,000, $30,000 more dollars just to build their wealth. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna do whatever it takes. And so that's going to drive the price. I would be shocked if next year we don't see between a 15 and 20% appreciation in the Denver metro area. Last we talked about, it was like 21% on average here in the metro area this year. I don't think we'll see quite that, but 15 to 20% is huge. If you think about that, if you would have got in, say January of last year, right before it went crazy, your $400,000 home could be worth $600,000 in 2 years, come next year. And so $100,000 at a time, that's a great way to build money while you're living in a home, or someone else is paying your mortgage if you're renting it out. So that's just something to consider. If you are on the fence right now, I would say, let's go look at places. Let's see if we can capitalize. We're going to have to be patient because absolutely, like we've said, the inventory won't be there like it has been. Not necessarily has been, but you'll have less to look at than even you did when we had 4,000 or 5,000 houses on the market. But the truth is that some people need to sell. I've seen a ton of, some of the iBuyer Corporation listings out there lately. Obviously, as you know, the Zillow thing folded, so that there's some of their houses too. And so as we move forward into this holiday season, I'm willing to work if you're willing to be out there, because there's going to be deals to be had. And even if it doesn't seem like a great deal, not something that a great bargain, come March, April, May, June, when you're seeing your neighbor's house going for, $50,000, $100,000 over, all that does is help you. So keep grinding out there. Definitely don't go into hibernation. Let's talk. If you're a buyer, if you're a seller, we can definitely holler and say, what should we do? What's our plan? We can kind of look at if it's better to wait, till the spring, capitalize on some of that gain. If you're a buyer, let's not wait till the sellers get richer. Let's get out there and get in. So thanks for tuning in. Look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for tuning in to Why Invest Wednesday. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's get it done. Let's go find you a house before it goes crazy again. Spring here in Denver. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.